High value women just get high value things so easily. They don't chase, they attract. They attract good people, good opportunities, the high standards, the good treatment. And you know why that's important? Because everybody desires freedom and power, and you deserve to get all of it. And being in your divine feminine builds so much of growth in your life, like self improvement, self growth. And you live life on your own terms without fearing judgment or how people are going to, react to you, or how what the react on the things you do. High value women approach everything with ease and comfort. They always get their way in life. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. The value you're going to take away from today's video is how to tap into your high value women energy by not just the dressing style and your makeup choices, your bag choices, but your actual choices and actions that you make in life. So let's begin. Number one is the obvious: high standards. High value women know their worth. They know that they're expensive, not expensive in terms of they're making a lot of money, expensive in just their own worth, the value they provide to people, the value they provide to themselves, and just what they bring on their table, the personalities, their values, their traits, all of it. They are aware that yes, they are worthy of all of it. And right now, if at this moment they're not exactly, if the high value woman, she is not right at the point where she wants to be, where she does not have all of these, she's not, secure of her worth, she doesn't believe she is worthy. So what she does is she believes in herself and she builds, she self improves, and she builds in those qualities which makes her feel very worthy. She believes in action a lot as well as believing in thoughts. She knows her worth and she is not afraid to ask for it, ask for more. She doesn't settle for bare minimum. A high value woman knows that the minimum is always, she will always get the bare minimum. But the high standards, when she sets high standards, she sets these certain boundaries where she only allows certain amount, a certain type of people to enter into it, certain opportunities. And it's not like she doesn't respect other people, she doesn't respect other opportunities, she does not degrade opportunities, she does not degrade and demean people. She respects it, but she knows her worth. She lets people and opportunities earn through her, because she knows this is the way she's going to attract. She doesn't want to chase her dreams, just running after them, trying to grab them. She just attracts it magnetically. A high value woman values trust and connection a lot. She knows that if she has a circle of friends and the certain friends are so valuable, she will provide them her trust and her loyalty, and she in turn expects them to do it. But in case they fail to provide that, she lets them go very easily. She lets them go and walks away from that kind of people and that kind of connections, because she know it doesn't serve her purpose. And she doesn't go out and start complaining about it and seeing that, oh, it was just their mistake, that it was just that person's mistake. She analyzes her mistakes and tries to learn from it. The next thing that high value women always do is they are not afraid to say no. If something doesn't serve them, if they are not ready to go out with certain people and they don't want to make friends, or they don't want to do this favor to some kind of people, they don't feel like doing it, they will say no. They will not try to force themselves into doing that favor for them. Yes, she completely respects the person who's asking for the favor, but if she does not feel like doing it, she will not do it. Because if you don't even feel like doing it, you're doing it by force. What's the point of doing it? It's providing no value to you, either you or the person to whom you're providing that favor. So high value women, they say no. They're not always easily available. They spend their time in things that will improve them mentally, physically, spiritually, all of it. And sometimes saying no is so important, because we get caught up in trying to provide for other people before we provide for ourselves. We're afraid to say no because we think, what will they think, or they won't be ready to provide for you, right? They won't be ready to help you in your time. But sometimes you need to realize that it's okay to say no. I won't always be available for you. Nobody can be always available to you, because nobody belongs to you. I do not own a label over that person, okay? He or she does not belong to me. Yes, we may be family, we may be the best friends, she may be my parent, he may be my parent, and we can have the best connection ever, but that does not mean we belong to each other, right? I do not own them and they do not own me, and I have the right to say no when I feel like it. Because if you're just forcing yourself to do it, you're see, when you force yourself to say yes, you're inside, you have this hatred for them, right? You build a kind of prejudice. So isn't that wrong? Because you're just forcing yourself to do it, and then in turn you're forcing yourself into hatred. So that's wrong. So definitely learn to say no. I'm not saying that don't do anything for other people, because if you don't give out, then you won't receive, right? And who you are within, you will reflect it and project it out to the people. So help people, but sometimes be willing to say no. Another thing, and this is one of my favorites, is that build confidence through actions. This is so important because, as I've said in my confidence video as well, right? Because when we say we think we are confident, right? We build confidence and we believe that yes, I am confident. But when it turn comes, to actually show your confidence, you appear very timid and you appear very insecure and definitely very very underconfident. That happens because confidence is what is it's basically a sort of self belief and self esteem, right? And because you don't believe in yourself, self belief is built through a lot of things. One of them is actions. You believe in yourself by doing actions. When you say that I'm going to do this task and you actually get it done, you build confidence. And this is such an important way of building confidence. 80% of confidence is your actions, how you present yourself in a room, how you walk, how you talk, how your body language, how you respond to other people, how you react to certain situations, good or bad, and how you respond to yourself. If you make yourself a promise, do even do it. High value women will never be like, if she sets a task for her for the year, right? She sets a goal, and at the end of the year she's like, oh, I did not get time for it, I was not able to do it, she didn't even try, right? I didn't even try. Then that's a disgrace, and she is not confident at all. Confident, and she doesn't even believe in herself. Because if you say that I'm going to do this thing, go out and do it. Don't pull it off. You have to just try it, okay? And I'm not saying do this goal and succeed or make the biggest difference. Of course, that is your aim, that is what you want to achieve, and you have to give your best for it. Like, try your best at every single point. Don't get drained. Like, I like to give the best, and the best in every situation. This is how I keep pushing myself forward, right? But when I take a break, I do take a break, and I take a rest, and I do not think about the goal at all, right? So balance it out, basically. So as I was saying, high value women, if she says she wants to do it, she will go out and do it. And when she fails in, and I will discuss this more in a later point, if she fails, she'll use that failure to an advantage. How? We'll talk about that later. But yes, build confidence to actions. Do your task that you set for yourself, how you're approaching everything. If you set something for yourself, finish it. And when you finish it, you will gain confidence. How does your day look like? Is it filled with procrastinating, binge eating all the time, Netflix every single day? I'm not saying watching Netflix is bad, but there's a balance required, right? Too much of something is bad. Too much of something can be harmful for you. So if I'm watching Netflix all day long, then that's not providing me any value. And if I'm working all day long, then I'm ruining my mental stability, right? My mental reset, I'm ruining that, my mental health, basically. So balance it all out and make your day. Like a high value woman, she'll wake up, she'll do a workout, she'll meditate, she'll journal. This is how an ideal high value woman's day look like. Now obviously it's not going to be the same for you, because as I said, like an it girl also, as I always say in my podcast, every it girl is not the same. She has got her own values, her own traits, her own personality, and her own journey that brings her here. So it's going to be different. But these are what you need to incorporate, because these are some sort of non-negotiables, right? So then she will make her breakfast. She'll eat a healthy, fueling meal, and she will not just keep on counting on her calories, right? She will eat a hearty meal, but she'll recognize when she's eating some junk food, and she will skip that out, cut that out. And she will obviously read. She will read, and then she will dress up for her day. She will set up tasks and she'll get it done, and then at night she will unwind and she'll relax, and she'll spend quality time with fulfilling connections, like with people who actually she values, and those people value her. And also remember that confidence is not loud. Confidence is silent. If you're going out to people and you're boasting, right, that, oh, I'm this, I'm confident, I approach every single situation, you need to know it inside of you, because you have built it through self belief, right? But if you're loud about it, it basically means that you're not really there at that point. Because when you are actually confident, you do not need to go out and tell people about it. Yes, you can tell yourself, but if you're going out to other people and telling them, oh, I'm confident, I'm this, you're bragging about it all, then that is not confident. That may be some sort of insecurity. So be aware of that. Next thing is, a high value woman reads energy and listen to it. Like when a high value woman walks into a room, and she senses that the energy in that moment is very sad. Like she feels sad for some reasons, she feels strained. She will listen to her gut. She listens to her gut feeling. If her gut tells her that do not go out with this person, she will not go out with it. Because sometimes your gut knows better. All right, your soul knows better, your inner being knows better. and you may go out and do the thing that it was telling you not to do, but then you learn your lesson from it. So why not just start listening to your gut in the beginning only, from the very start? She reads people's energy. How she reads it? First of all, she starts meditating. She adds meditation into her daily routine. She makes it a daily task, right? Not even a task, a habit, a daily habit. She listens to her gut, and then she reads book about energies. She listens to these kind of videos, and obviously the It Girl Bible. So yes, she reads the energy and actually listens to her gut. So next is listen to all but choose for yourself. A high value woman will listen to all people. She does not disrespect people and walk out of conversations. Now obviously you should do that if you think the other person is disrespecting you, right? They're saying words, they're calling you names, all of that thing. You have to walk out because you can't risk your energy, right? Then at that point your gut may be telling you to walk off and disconnect from that person. Please do that. If somebody is getting on your nerves and you feel like you're getting angry because of them, you're getting a sense of hatred inside of yourself because of them, walk out of the conversation immediately. That's in the case of disrespect. But somebody is giving you an opinion which you do not agree with, and maybe they're giving you an opinion about your life, how they're telling you how to live your life. It's all right, listen to them. If you can't bear to listen to them, like you're building a sense of hatred inside of you, that's when you know you need to walk off. But I would recommend try listening to them, because sometimes you never know. You need to learn by observing others, observing situations around you, so that thing can teach you something, right? It can teach you. You have to listen to all but choose for yourself. Don't let that opinion affect your life directly. Don't let that opinion make a choice for you. Don't let that opinion tell you how to live your life, because then that is just control. Some other person, the XYZ party, is exercising control on you, and that is wrong. You can make decisions for your own self, and that is the best for you. A high value woman always prioritize self validation. She will not go out to other people and say, like, constantly ask for validation, external validation, because she knows she can validate herself. If other people are giving her opinion, certain feedback, she will listen to it, she will learn from it, and if it does not value to her, it does not matter for her, then she'll just let it go. What else can she do? But yes, if that opinion is providing a learning, she'll take the learning from it and take it forward with her in life. But she makes decision for herself by herself, and she validates her own self, her own decisions, and whatever she do, she validates it. That doesn't seek external validation. She prioritizes and values self talk, positive self talk, where she's validating herself, telling her how proud she is of her. That is validation. Sometimes you just need to appreciate yourself, right? Clap for yourself. Give yourself a moment of appreciation. Don't think that after every task, oh, I do not deserve this appreciation, I could have pushed myself further. No, first appreciate yourself for what you've done, and then only you can push yourself further. If you're not even proud of how far you've come, right? How are you going to go any far? Because you will just keep on losing the motivation, and people need validation. And that's why people need to prioritize self validation over external validation. Don't give control of your life to other people, otherwise, trust me, you'll not even feel like living it. Next, a high value woman is not afraid of dislike and judgment. She knows that she cannot control other people's opinion. She cannot control what other people think. And when you go out, it's up to people whether they want to spread hatred or they want to spread love. And if they choose to spread hatred, you can do nothing about it. If somebody is hating you, it should not matter. Why should it matter? Just try answering yourself. Ask yourself that question and try to answer according to what people might be thinking. Does external opinion, external validation matters so much to you? Why do you need others approval in order to do something, and why do you need to take their judgment so personally? Realize that sometimes what people say about you is just a projection of who they are within, right? They're projecting what they are. And sometimes yourself with the people that are coming into your life, right, into your present moment, it may be because you're projecting that out, so you're seeing people similar to that. But anyways, that's not the topic we're discussing right now. Just don't be afraid of dislike and judgment, because people will have their opinions. Okay, everybody's right, have the right to have their own opinion. They can do whatever they want. They can spread hate, they can spread love. It should not matter to you, because in doing so, in spreading hate or just making so many judgments and gossips, they're harming their own energy. They're sabotaging their own life, and you do not need to care about that. Care about yourself first. Okay, think of what you are doing right now. And and you cannot make everybody like you. Be comfortable with that fact. Every person in this whole entire world will not like you. They will dislike you, they will have other opinions about you, they'll judge you, but that's totally fine, because it's their opinion. and their opinion does not define your life. You define your life, okay? Your definition of your life matters the most, and it is the one that is actually valuable to you rather than other people or what they're going to say, because they don't know you. They don't know you fully. How can you judge something if you don't even know it entirely, right? So the next thing is use failure to your advantage. A high value woman will, when she gets failure, slap at her, she will get a failure slap at her, and she failed in something, the task she wanted to do, she will not give up. She will learn from that failure. The high value women always takes the learning out of every single situation, out of everything, every single person, and every single loss, every single failure. She'll take a learning out of it and she'll use it further in her life. So in case she failed, right, a high value woman, she failed in doing something, she will take that learning, she will use the failure to her advantage, and she'll realize that failure is only when you do not try. Failure is when you do not try. Once you actually do something and you did not get the results you expected, did not get the results you expected, that is not exactly failure. That's just a learning. So just come to peace with this fact and try taking your failure as a learning. See what source or what learning you can take out of it, and how can you use it further in your life. Next, a high value woman spends time on herself. She stays busy. She's not always available for other people, right? Because she needs to focus on herself. Self improvement is such a huge aspect of making yourself so valuable and worthy, because you constantly focus on improving yourself, making yourself better every single day. She makes an effort in her appearance, in whatever task she do. She tries to make it efficient, and she tries to make it beneficial for her, to make sure that she enjoys that task and she loves it, right? And not just that she's forcing herself to do it. She does the thing that provides value to her. She does the task, as I said, in that confidence part also, like how does her day look like. Try to identify how your dream version, how that if you were a high value woman at this point, how would your day look like? What all the things would you be doing that would be adding on to your value, right? What all those things that would help you be better and make you fall in love with life, make you enjoy life. Figure it out and do it. Do the things you love, make your life romantic, and just go out and do things for yourself, like solo dating, and uh, going to the movies alone, having a dinner alone, having a self-care night. Do it all for yourself. High value women will definitely be doing that. You'll catch yourself doing that every single day. Next point is feminine energy. Now, feminine energy does not necessarily mean wearing pink and taking bubble baths and just self-care. That is a part of femininity, right? That's a part of being a woman, but that does not necessarily mean feminine energy. You radiate feminine energy when you're receiving something, right? So femininity is always receiving, and masculinity is always giving out, like achieving the goals, the success, the dreams. And I am planning out a podcast on this similar topic, so you can check the link down below for my podcast link. It's called the It Girl Bible. I'll come up with this video soon. But right now, all I want to say is, be ready to receive, right? People ask and they don't easily get, and they say that, oh, manifestation do not work. I wanted this but I didn't get it. And I always say that you can always get what you want, right? But the reason why you're not able to get it, because you're not ready to receive. You're not vibrating on the right frequency. You're not in the right energy. You do not believe you can get it, so you'll never be able to get it. And I've discussed this in my manifestation video. I'll link it down below so you can go check that out. I'll also link a lot of the detachment style videos I've done, because I know I haven't talked about detachment in this video, but it's a very important aspect. But I did not want to discuss it again because it would be too much of a repetition. I've talked about it in pretty much every single video of mine. So I'll link down some videos you can check down, and you can learn detachment from them. So back to the point, be ready to receive. When somebody's giving you something like money, and somebody is trying to help you out, don't refuse it, because you're receiving that. And when you refuse it, you go away from your feminine energy. If a high value woman gets help of somebody, a person or a situation, right, she gets a benefit from it, she'll take it because she know it's the right thing to do in her feminine energy. And don't force yourself to be like it, right? Feminine and masculine energy, I will again discuss that in my podcast episode. It will come out soon, so stay tuned. Next point is, high value women appreciate their beauty and others. High value women, as I said, they self validate, they validate their own beauty. And just because somebody else is beautiful, these kind of women do not believe that if somebody else is beautiful, they are not. Somebody else's beauty means absence of their own beauty. It is not like that. They appreciate the beauty, and they appreciate other people's beauty as well. They do not degrade and demean people. They do not gossip about people continuously. They don't make gossip their whole purpose in life. They don't make hating on other people, judging them. judging them on every single life choices and decisions and their appearance. They don't do that. You will never catch them doing that. They radiate love. High value women radiate love and uh, you know compassion and affection out into the world. They radiate respect. Now it's not up to them to decide who deserves their love or not, but they just radiate it. They love every single body and they forgive them. They forgive the people who do wrong to them. They bless them. And as I said, detachment is very important, but detachment does not mean hating on other people. It just means setting clear boundaries and not placing expectations on people so that people cannot hurt them in return, right? uh, in turn, so as I was saying, that detachment is not about hating other people and judging them constantly and being that mean girl. No, it's never about that. If you see a beautiful girl, go ahead, compliment her. Don't think that just because she's beautiful you get the right to be insecure. No, never. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned something other from this video, and you're worthy, you're blessed. I'll see you next week. Bye bye, and remember to just relax and be the most high value women you can ever be.